Look at this, the latest effort from the RNZ journalists. Taxpayer funded, never-ending bullshit. You know, RNZ are actually a coercive Soviet, dare I say, fake synagogue-run wrecking ball within our society. They spend 90% of their time trying to create racial division in this nation. That's their primary focus. And right the way through the operation is the Tribe of Dan, DNA, Catherine Ryan, Lisa Owen, John Campbell, who's that halfwit with the Dan? Actually, his name's Dan, isn't it? Whatever his name is. DNA, the Tribe of DNA. Died here. They're a gang. They're a gang, and they're at war. They're funded by taxpayers, and they are at war with what they consider to be the old establishment in New Zealand, which isn't even there anymore. You know, like the Tribe of Dan are running everything already, and actually what they're just trying to do is just continually stick the knife in the so-called colonial or European New Zealanders who have been here for 150 years and have got along incredibly well. You know, the police haven't always got on well, the government haven't always gone well, but Europeans have intermarried and been neighbours with and got along extremely well and helped build up New Zealand, the roads, the power stations, the housing, everything. And then these guys here now are just constantly stabbing the so-called colonialists. They want to tear down the statues and things. They run non-stop, never-ending bullshit designed to create racial division as they march towards their takeover. And that's that image from the Denver airport with all the I'll show you, hang on. We might just close that screen. The Denver airport art. You have a look at this, and that image there is showing you that the Tribe of Dan, where is it? There it is there, that's the main image there. That the Tribe of Dan, the two redheadeds, it'll be Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the middle. We're going to defeat the fake war on terror, the evil Islamists, and then unite the whole world, which has suddenly gone 50% redhead, and then the remaining people are culturally diverse. So they're defeating Islam, the war on terror, while actually just stabbing Europeans in the back all the time. This is the Tribe of Dan. You know, the Europeans are very peaceful people and hard-working people. You know, and they just get attacked non-stop by RNZ. And this latest one seems to be an attack on the last remnants of SIS or MI6, who are probably actually just trying to hold the fort and avoid this avalanche of bullshit and corruption. I imagine that's why they've gone after them. But it's a story from the 1980s saying that they got sign-off on invading an embassy in Wellington to try and get the Soviet secrets. Well, all our leaders are Tavistock trained. Helen Clark, Tavistock Institute. That's Soviet. They've all got Soviet training. They're trained to completely befuddle and befuse and lie and tell the opposite of what is true. They're trained in it. Tavistock. The current leader, Cinderella, studied or worked for Tony Blair during the Iraq War. And no doubt, I would imagine, I'm guessing, studied at the Tavistock Institute in London, the Soviet-run institute in London. It's all Soviet. And behind it is the Tribe of Dan. You know, not saying that it's all redhead people, but you know, they've all got red hair and they all dye their hair. You know, right through Radio New Zealand, all day long. It's redheads just going, evil Europeans, evil Europeans. We've got to help the natives. We've got to help the cult. We've got to be culturally diverse. We've got to be culturally diverse. Well, good luck to you, because when they're successful in doing this, they're going to be ruling over you, and they're a pack of liars and thieves. That's all they do, is lie to you and thieve you and tax you and vaccinate you. So good luck to you if you're supporting them, because you're going to find that you're far better off with the European. At least they were honest. You know, they used to be honest. They actually used to be honest. In fact, the police used to have a reputation for giving naughty kids, a bit of a slap when they pick them up and that. Well, now, what you get is just absolute corruption. You can't even get an honest court hearing. The good old days are gone, folks. And this new crowd, they're actually just pure evil. Look at the kidnapping from SIFs, and they're still trying to blame that on Europeans. It's all Tribe of Dan. All your leaders, go look at it. They're bred into it. That's all Tribe of Dan. DNA, the Tribe of DNA. They're like some sort of shape-shifting alien race. And this here is an attack on the last remnants of the old boy spy guard, I imagine, from 1980s. Well, it doesn't matter. It's just constant, from the 1980s. And they're saying to get Soviet secrets. Well, all our leaders are Soviet. They're Tavistock trained. Putin was here in the 1980s. They won't tell you that. Putin was here in the 1980s. Putin in Wellington, Google images. They won't tell you that, will they? Because all they do is just attack and attack. They're at war. They're actually at war. They're at war with everybody, not just Europeans, all of us, because they want to enslave. And we're seeing it now with the shutdown. They can just shut down businesses whenever they want. And you might be from China, you might be from Samoa, you might be Māori, you might be European, it doesn't matter. These guys are going to rule over you, no different to Soviet Russia and Nazi Germany. That's who they are, the Tribe of Dan. Endless bullshit from Radio New Zealand. I'll put a link to Trample on Snake's piece, Endless Bullshit.